What's up, Fighting the Fish? It's over 100 degrees today. It's the absolute hottest day of the year so far. Oh my gosh, it's crazy hot. But the bass have been calling my name all day long. We're gonna go do some frog fishing, hit some really sloppy mats, thinking those bass are gonna be hiding under thick cover tonight. Let's see if the Fighting the Fish frog will get them out of that cover. All right, Fighting the Fish family. So I wanna talk to you guys about frog fishing. So frog fishing is one of my favorite types of fishing. First of all, the gear that I'm gonna use is we wanna have a fairly heavy rod, okay, so a heavy action rod. And I'm also using, I think I've got 50 to 80 pound braid on here right now. So we want a heavy rod and we want heavy line. So what's gonna happen is when that fish hits it, and they're coming out of all this slop, right? So all this crazy sloppy stuff out here. And I don't wanna have any stretch in my line. I don't wanna allow that fish to get underneath that slop. I need to be able to keep them above the slop while I'm bringing them in, right? So you need a heavy rod, you need a heavy line, and you need a decent frog, and that's just the first step. This is a giant, yeah, big bass. Can you get the other camera for me? It's gonna die soon. Good to get one picture. It's a big one. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Ha! There we go. Nice. Look at that frog down its mouth. You know, I didn't get the blow up on camera with this one because I was just kind of transitioning to another spot, and I thought, I'll take one cast without the GoPro on, and then I got this nice bass right here. So that was pretty cool. People told me that the bass might not hit in this really hot weather. Yeah, the bass will always hit. You just got to go to where they're hiding. This one came way out of some thick lily pads. Come on. Yeah, nice. That was cool, eh?
Yeah.
Dang. Guys, did I mention it's the hottest day of the year? Wow, is it hot, you guys. See, 100 and some degrees. Freaking roasting out here. One bite so far, one bite, one fish. So that's pretty good. And I think we're gonna get some more. Leo switched over to punching. That'd be for a whole nother video, but I guess my trolling motor's stuck in some lily pads. Punching is like you've got like a 1 ounce weight and you've got a weedless creature bait on it or something like that, and you drop it into the sloppy stuff and you lift it up and down to try to trigger the strike. Works really good if the fish aren't coming up to hit your topwater bait. Works really good in really heavy matted stuff, and so he actually got one last night doing that. Odds are pretty good that I'll get a blow up. And if I miss it because it's too sloppy, he'll throw that in behind it and catch it. Oh man, it's so hot. Oh, just missed one. Dang it. That was right at the same thing, right at the tip of the pads. I think he felt it. Not a very big blow up though. That was smaller. Oh, dang. That was a big one. Right at the point. Totally missed the frog. Oh yeah, I never had a chance to hook it. It jumped behind it. Came off. Yeah. I don't know if we saw any of that, but oh man, that frog, the fish that came up and hit my frog, you know, missed it on the frog. He jumped behind it. Leo threw the puncher jig at him, hit the puncher jig, had him come into the boat, but just came undone. But I could also blame it on the 110 degree heat right now. Maybe that's why we missed him. The frog's sitting on top of the pads here, and the fish comes up to hit the frog. So we have a tendency to set the hook when we see the splash, but the mouth is open on the fish, and when we set the hook, we're just pulling the frog out of its mouth. So we need to allow the fish to do this and that, and then we set the hook. So I like to count 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, and set the hook. Or you could count pineapples or oranges or ninjas or whatever you want to count. All right, let's catch some fish. Nice, that's a good one. Good job, buddy. All right, you guys, well, we just, oh, there goes my GoPro just died. Well, there goes any hope of getting blow-ups on camera today. My GoPro died. Probably died from the heat, you know? It's been pretty hot. So, I don't know, whatever. Guys, we switched it up a little bit today. We started out doing frog fishing, and Leo wanted to come out to the spot here and throw some jigs, some shaky heads and stuff like that. You know, I had a question just come in from Dan from the Fighting the Fish forum. It's getting a little windy. Hopefully you can hear me. I'm going to answer it right now on my video. The Facebook message, I just saw it. Just message me right now, buddy. I'm going to answer it now here, live, kind of live. Question was, when you're using frogs, he got bit off by a lot of pike the other day, and he said so he was going to switch to leaders, and I suggested switching to leaders, and he said, well, the frog, you know, it doesn't float with their leader. Yep, I totally understand that. So first, when I have the leader, I'm cranking that frog pretty fast, almost like a buzzbait. It's pretty rare that I'm just twitching it and letting it sit in one spot. Also, if it's sinking a lot and you're in an area where it's always sinking, right? Because the leader's making it sink, it's not thick enough stuff. So the frog, you know, generally designed to be fishing heavy mat, lily pads, and a steel leader won't sink it in those, but it will like in the open water. I had a fish hit it in the open water today too while it was sinking, so that can happen as well. So, all right, back to fishing. Really, really small. Something. Well, we did get a few more fish that evening. The crazy thing was, this is the first time it's ever been so hot that my GoPro and my camera kept malfunctioning. So all my cameras kept overheating. We got a couple still pictures, but you know, it was still a good night. We got a few good fish. All right, Fighting the Fish. Well, it's getting pretty late, and we were out here, we were catching fish on frogs. You know, we were having a lot of fun. Fish were biting, but at the same time, it was like so hot, it was kind of miserable. We decided to go out to the main lake. There was a nice breeze out there. Caught a couple fish. You know, we hit some rock piles and things like that and got a couple fish. Wanted to get back in here in this evening, but it's getting pretty late now, so I think fishing is pretty much done for us tonight. But hey, I want to do a giveaway on this video right now. So I want to give a 4-pack of Fighting the Fish frogs away to one of my subscribers. All you've got to do is comment on the video. You don't have to comment anything specific. I mean, if you comment something really negative, I'm probably not going to pick you. But comment to win, right? So, all right, you guys, I'll catch you next time on Fighting the Fish.
Fighting the Fish. Fighting the Fish.